NFL Week 2, guys, what did we learn last week? I can't say we learned a hell of a whole lot, but there's a few things you can kind of weed out. The Broncos struggled against the Texans. It led to Nathaniel Hackett's dumbass hiring somebody else to help him with game time decisions, which I actually think was the smartest thing he could have did. All right. I've never seen a coach be on the hot seat faster than Nathaniel Hackett. Okay. Just got hired on the job, got a $250 million quarterback, and he struggled with the Texans. They're like, bruh, you might lose your job ASAP. And that's on the heels of having one of the big coaching blunders and trying to run out the clock and kick a 64-yarder in week 1. That decision might have cost them any chance in the division. I think they still remain competitive, but that was a game you had to have. You can't lose these games against the Seahawks. That was a gimme. The next game against the Texans, they pulled it out. But I'm wondering if it's going to take too long for them to figure it out. Same for the Raiders. Raiders, I thought, could have been really competitive, but now they're 0-2, having lost that game against the Cardinals. That was a game they had to pull out to keep pace with the Chiefs and Chargers. Now, they might have got some luck with Justin Herbert getting hurt. Not that I'm wishing injury on anybody, which allows them to kind of keep pace in the division. But now it looks like, as a result, the Chiefs have control of the division until somebody knocks them off. Now, it's still up for grabs, but again, you can't lose those games. The division's too tough. You got games against each other 6 times. The division's so rough, you can't lose gimme games like they had against the Cardinals and how the Broncos had against the Seahawks. So I think the Chiefs are probably going to win that division, and the Chargers are probably going to end up in a wild card spot. Fast forward to other teams, the Dolphins. 2-0, looking good. I can't complain too much about the Dolphins. Now, I don't think they have the strongest defense, even though they are really good in the secondary. But their offense, so much speed. I'm a big fan of Kyle Shanahan. So when Mike McDaniel went there, who's a Kyle Shanahan disciple, I expected to see a lot of Kyle Shanahan type of things, which is a lot of the zone running scheme and a lot of exotic stuff that they run to get guys in space, okay? I expected to see a lot of that, and you see it, especially with that track team that is that team. They have the ability to score from anywhere, and that is all you can ask for. A lot of you guys were down on Tua. I told you guys Tua is a good quarterback. Now, I'm not willing to go as far to say, yo, Tua is a great quarterback, but his comp was Drew Brees. The dude's super accurate. You give him a bunch of weapons that can make plays, you're set up nice on offense. Can the defense match up? Now, they got a big game against the Bills. They have an opportunity to steal that game. The Bills look legit. They're my Super Bowl pick this year for the AFC preseason-wise. I'm going to do obviously after the season's done, me and my partner in crime, we're going to do a prediction, obviously because we have 17 weeks of information to go off of. But my preseason pick was the Saints and Bills. Feel good about the Bills. Saints are looking a little iffy. All right, that was another game that I thought could have been had between the Saints and the Bucks. The Saints let the Bucks off the hook, unfortunately, in New Orleans. But it is what it is. It looks like it's Tampa's division to lose in that situation. But I think the Saints can rebound. Alvin Kamara didn't play. And let me just backpedal because I'm sorry I didn't finish my thoughts on the Bills. Bills look legit. However, going into Miami, they played 2 night games. Now they're playing a 1 o'clock game against Miami in Miami. It's going to be hot. They're going to be without Micah Hyde, who I just read is going on, going on injured reserve. And that's very unfortunate for them because the Bills fielded one of the best, if not the best, safety tandem in the league. A lot of the things they do are predicated on what they do with those safeties. Tre'Davious White will be back. Hopefully he'll be able to clean that up because the rookie corners have been playing well for them. But that's a big loss. That's a big loss, Micah Hyde. They're going into Miami with no Micah Hyde, no Ed Oliver, and no Phillips, which is the other defensive tackle that they signed. They have plenty of D linemen. We'll see how that works out. But with no Tre'Davious White, rookie corners, and now you're down Micah Hyde, that game might be closer than you expect, especially with all that speed out there. you have a lot of inexperience in the secondary. They blink, those guys can get behind you. I doubt they allow that, but you're going to be looking at a lot of exotic screens, movements, things like that. So don't be surprised you see a Dolphins upset here. I'm not going to stop picking the Bills at the moment, obviously, because they're so high-powered on offense. And if they can just figure a few things out on defense, they should be fine. But that Micah Hyde, woof, that's a problem. It was also a week of big comebacks. The Dolphins beat the Ravens, scored something like 21 points in the fourth quarter. The Jets had an improbable comeback against the Browns. And what was another one? What was the other one? There was a third one that it escapes me. The Rams almost lost in the fourth quarter to the Falcons. And I've been telling y'all the Rams are in trouble, especially now that the young kid, Trey Lance, got hurt in San Francisco. I had said the Rams are in the driver's seat. They're really lucky the division's in disarray. However, Jimmy Garoppolo back in the driver's seat for the 49ers. I've always stated for the last 3 years, I think the 49ers are the best team in that division. They have problems with the Niners, and now with Jimmy G back at the helm, they have belief on their side. So it's going to be an interesting watch. You see the Rams haven't looked good. They got destroyed in week 1 and almost shit the bed against the Falcons in week 2. Cowboys stole a win against the Bengals. Already talked about the Broncos and the Raiders. Packers, they beat the Bears. What the hell are the Bears doing? I have no idea, because they went ahead and signed Matt Eberflus as the coach, who's a defensive-minded coach, and they let a lot of stuff go, which I can understand when you're starting over from fresh, that, you know, they're doing a whole rebuild. But I didn't see anything that showed me what was the plan. What are they doing on offense to help Justin Fields out at all? Because it looks like it's just Justin Fields playing sandlot backyard football. That's not a good look. And I like Justin Fields coming out. He's got a lot of talent, but he's got no help, no O-line. It's just him out there. They have a decent running game. They tried to take advantage of that against Green Bay, but they got down quick. And that's going to be the story with the Bears. Once they get down, they just don't have the means to come back. The Packers. Who's going to be the guy that steps up for them? At this point, Sammy Watkins is stealing money. He's not playing this week because of a hamstring. I'm starting to think he's doing this on purpose at this point. I don't think he wants to play football anymore. I think he's signing these contracts and like, I'm hurt. And he's just getting free money, stealing money. All right? Like Brett Favre's that punk ass stealing welfare money. But I digress on that one. Bills. Well, I already talked about the Bills. Titans. Losing Taylor Lewan's huge. All right, they already lost Roger Saffold in the offseason. That it might be Malik Willis' time there. They lost Harold Landry, the best pass rusher. Bud Dupree's not going to play this week. Might be over for them boys. Derrick Henry looking old and slow. Might be over for them boys. But that's my brief synopsis around the league. I can't wait to see what week 3 brings. And those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Remember to comment down below, like, subscribe, share. If you guys have anything you guys want me to discuss, make sure you put in the comments or message me directly. I read everything, all right? Peace.